Hello and welcome to episode number 26 of WITM Season 5. It is Christmas Eve and it is time for Monday Night Raw. I hope all of you that are celebrating Christmas are having a great Christmas Eve and about 27 minutes away on the East Coast from Christmas Day. And our part of our gift to you will be not one but two WITM matches tonight, as we are going to see, for the first time since becoming Universal Champion, the premier talent, Dalton Roush, in action. He's going to be taking on Finn Balor, and then immediately following that match, the Chosen Warrior Corey, currently the number one contender to the Intercontinental title, has a big non-title opportunity as he will take on the Intercontinental Champion Bobby Lashley, the man he defeated at TLC Mojo Rawley, and a man that I believe he is facing off with for the first time, the fan favorite Elias. And so let's go ahead and get our first match of the night loading up. It's the Universal Champion, the premier talent Dalton Roush, taking on Finn Balor in singles action.
Up next, we have singles action. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date.
Alright, so Dalton comes in, of course, as Universal Champion, holding his first piece of singles gold in WITM history after controversially defeating the former Universal Champion Dean Ambrose at TLC after the former Raw manager-elect Baron Corbin got involved and surprisingly interfered on Dalton Roush's behalf. Dalton comes in just behind the first placeman, the Cruiserweight champion Andrew Spudstrong, in the WITM 5 rankings, with a record of 20, 10, and 1, a very strong record. Can he keep momentum going as Universal Champion heading into his next title defense at Royal Rumble against Brock Lesnar? Let's find out as he takes on Finn Balor in his first test as Universal Champion, a non-title match on Christmas Eve. Let's get that match underway.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Grand Rapids, Michigan, weighing in at 257 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, Dalton.
And before we go any further, I'd like to extend a very Merry Christmas to our WWE Universe watching at home.
I echo those sentiments, Michael, and I hope that Santa was good for everybody out there. Because you, Corey, I hope it brings you cold life. a superstar who has it, who has... And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think
there's the bell. This non-title matchup is underway. Will Dalton be able to pick up momentum as Universal Champion, his first test since acquiring the title against the very first Universal Champion, Finn Balor, a man that is very, very popular but has not quite been able to get back to Universal Championship since he had to surrender it with an injury following winning the very first ever Universal title. But of course, a victory here over the current Universal Champion Dalton Roush could definitely help Finn Balor get back in the Universal title conversation. Dalton Roush starts off with good technical offense, going right after the arms of his opponent Finn Balor. And again, making a target of those arms, trying to weaken any power that Balor has early on in this matchup. Now stomps to the back of the neck.
He still appears to be in pretty good shape here.
You never want to count a competitor.
Reverse DDT, the Universal Champ looking strong early on in this matchup. Drags Balor closer to center ring, looking for a quick victory, but Balor powers out right away.
Yeah, just too early.
Oh, wow.
Our trip into the corner. Reversal by Balor. Punch by Dalton, and reversal by Balor into a reverse neckbreaker. Nearly tripping over the ropes there was Balor. There's a kick to the back. Huge spinning back fist by Dalton Roush. Balor in a bad position, seated in the corner, and forced up by the chin by Dalton. Into a huge backbreaker, and Dalton's not done.
Guys,
there's another huge backbreaker by Dalton.
Every match, but you need an incredible amount.
Again, looking to make quick work of Balor, and nearly does. Gets a 2 count early on in the matchup, but Balor fights on. Dalton using his legs to weaken the chest of Balor. And there's a reversal by Finn Balor. Kick to the chest and DDT by Balor, who also wants to make quick work of the Universal Champion, but he powers out immediately. Dalton forced to his feet. Arship into the corner. Back fist by Balor, now coming off the ropes, and hits the drop kick straight to the head of Dalton.
Knocked him right off his feet. Yeah, no kidding.
Dalton forced to his feet. Arship into the ropes.
Drop kick.
And a huge drop kick by Balor. Now a stomp to the chest.
What a stomp. Good.
And a kick, and now it's the ordinary man who's extraordinary things Balor on the attack, but Dalton countering with a move of his own.
Oh man, his chances.
Now Dalton with the foot DDT. Balor rolls all the way to avoid the stomp, but takes a kick to the gut, and there's the baby rock bottom signature maneuver of Dalton. He goes for cover. And nearly makes fairly quick work of Finn Balor. Was in shock that did not put Balor away. But Balor fights on, but for how much longer? Dalton's looking for the side of a bullet finisher.
Knee right to the midsection.
The huge discus clothesline Dalton calls side of a bullet, and it connects. Dalton goes for a cover. Does he pick up his first victory as Universal Champion? Yes, he does. Dalton has a great Christmas Eve, winning his first match as Universal Champion, putting away Finn Balor.
Here is your winner, Dalton.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very big win here tonight. Wow, I can't believe the amount of punishment that had to be inflicted in order for those shoulders to stay down for the 3 count. What a match, and a big thank you to everybody for spending part of this Christmas with us here at the WWE. The rest of the card should be every bit as good as the last match, too. Bodies will be flying in this fatal 4-way match.
This is going to be very interesting. Stay with us. The Fatal 4-Way is next.
This is going to be awesome.
this question because you're not cool enough, but I'll ask Graves. Graves, are you ready to walk with Elias? Negative, Ghost Rider.
And from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 222 pounds, Elias.
To this type of match, which makes it
And
so
there's the bell. This match is underway. Corey's going to start off by going after a man I believe he is facing for his first time in his WWE career, Elias. Corey with a submission locked in, targeting the head, neck, and shoulder of Elias. Now Elias forced to his feet, and Elias reverses. Corey and Elias will fight out inside the ring. Lashley and Rawley taking the fight on the outside. Elias with the DDT. Corey avoids the kick. Goes for the bro kick variation, but reversal by Elias. There's a stomp to the arm. Another stomp.
Someone call the orthodontist.
And Elias showing off as he plunges the head of Corey into the canvas with his knee. Kick to the back.
I know it's early, but he has to do everything in his power not to let this.
Corey with a reversal and a power slam. Forces Elias to his feet, but again Elias is going to reverse. There's a stomp to the leg.
Terrific reversal by Mojo.
Elias has the arm of Corey pinned down on the canvas, and he stomps away at the hand of Corey. And a knee to the head. Elias in firm control right now against Corey. As Lashley and Rawley fight out inside the ring. There's a huge bro kick by Corey.
What can Mojo Rawley do now to get the ball rolling again?
Corey with a roundhouse to the head of Elias, showing some of that Taekwondo background. Drags Elias closer to center ring, locks in another submission. Again, going after the head, shoulder, and arm of Elias. That's going to be broken up by Bobby Lashley, the Intercontinental Champion, who now turns his attention to Corey.
Incredible impact.
Suplex by Lashley. Rawley now targeting Elias. Lashley's attention is on his number one contender, Corey. Corey avoids the roundhouse.
Nasty impact.
And connects with the reverse DDT. Now Rawley wants some revenge from TLC. He's going after the man who defeated him a week ago on pay-per-view, Corey. And that's because of Corey tumbling on the outside. And now as Corey and Elias try to recover on the outside, it's going to be Rawley and the Intercontinental Champion Lashley fighting it out in the ring.
Crucial point in the match here, guys. He's got a target on his back now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a 3-on-1 attack here.
Yeah, but he's still in considerably better overall shape than his opponent right now. I mean, it seems to me like he still has plenty of fight left in him.
Corey makes his way back into the ring, tries to go after Rawley, but misses. And now does hit the super kick to the back.
Oh, he goes low. You're not cheating, you're not trying.
Corey with the foot DDT now forces Rawley to his feet.
Look out. He's making
Corey hits the blackout signature maneuver, targeting every part of the body of Rawley. Meanwhile, Elias is going for a finisher on the Intercontinental Champion Lashley, but notices that Corey was going for cover following a signature, instead elects to break that up. Now Corey has his finisher locked in on Elias, the crossface, but that's going to be broken up by Bobby Lashley.
makes him one of the best in the business.
Now it's Corey and Lashley, the only two men standing. This would be huge for Corey if he could pick up a victory in this match, especially if it was over the Intercontinental Champion Lashley, who he will take the fight to outside. Meanwhile, Rawley looking to take advantage of Corey's offense, going for the cover, and Elias powers out at 2. Corey makes his way back to the ring, only to take a huge power slam by Rawley. Now Rawley going into mounted punches, Corey trying to block them, but not very successful. Elias and Lashley both back to their feet now, and all 4 men are in the ring.
Quick thinking to avoid that one.
Lashley lays out Corey,
Looks to me like he's lost his
and
mojo.
let's go back after him as Elias and Rawley take their fight to the outside. Corey with a reversal. Another huge bicycle kick. That's going to send Lashley to the outside. Corey looking for another bicycle kick.
He finds himself in
Evaded by Lashley, but then goes for it again. That one connects. All 4 men fighting on the outside. This is a no disqualification, no count-out matchup. Weapons are allowed as well, should someone decide to try to grab one. Lashley now taunting his #1 contender, Corey, the man who now called the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Look out. Big move coming.
Lashley showing off. He has Corey high above his head and now plants him into the canvas. Lashley goes for cover. Corey powers out immediately. He might have got a rope break there. There's a kick to the back.
Vicious double axe handle.
Lashley laid out by
Boom, right in the
Rawley. Corey with a pop-up fastball punch. That's going to send Rawley to the outside. Corey
Here we go.
has sustained a
Back
little
inside
damage
the
to
ring.
those arms. You can see him rotating that arm, trying to recover a little bit, but here comes Bobby Lashley. Launches Corey across the ring using the ropes.
Ooh, right to the
Reversal
face.
by Elias on Lashley
On dangerous
as
ground.
Corey tries to recover. Someone is busted open. I believe that is Elias. It is Elias, already heavily bleeding.
We know what this is.
Lashley looking for a finisher, not sure who his target is. It's
This
Elias, and he connects with the spear.
Uh-oh, this might be the end. Look at it here.
She goes for the cover, immediately broken up by Mojo Rawley. Corey with a huge back fist to Rawley. Now forces Rawley up,
Counter here.
and
Boy, he is rolling.
reversal by Rawley.
No, there's the reversal. A big punch. Ouch. He gets him with a reversal. He's making a statement here with this attack. Big time slam. Vicious.
Looks to me like he's lost his mojo.
Corey, I believe, going for his comeback sequence.
Rampage.
And he is. That is successful. Now we'll give Corey a free blackout signature maneuver to use. But before Corey can use it, Rawley gets the reversal.
Fireman's carry.
Rawley pounding his knuckles into the forehead of Corey
This has got trouble written all over.
as Lashley and Elias fight on the outside. Stomp to the chest.
Looking to lock it in here.
Lashley with a variation of a camel clutch locked in,
And he finds a way free.
and Corey's able to break the hold.
Just pure determination.
Lashley again
Impact.
lifting Corey high above his head and planting him into the canvas.
A leverage pin.
And Corey is sent tumbling on the outside. Elias goes for the dirty pin on Rawley, but broken up by Lashley.
Oh my DDT. Spike.
And someone else has been busted open. I believe that is the Intercontinental Champion Lashley. This match has kind of turned into a bloodbath.
Showing some quickness there. Set him up. Russian leg
In matches like this, you have to keep an eye out for a risk of injury to one or more of the competitors as well. Lashley taunting Rawley before he goes on the attack. Corey finally to his feet and makes his way back into the ring.
So far here tonight. Good grief, what a toss into the turnbuckle.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Beautiful technique.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
He's looking at it.
Corey was thinking crossface, but reversed by Elias. Corey catches the leg of Elias and connects with a roundhouse. Now he's going to look again for the crossface.
Rotating vertical.
And that connects
Nicely done. Looks to me like
to the
he's
very bloody head of Elias. who taps right away, and Corey is going to pick up the victory and non-title action over Elias.
No doubt that was a match people will be telling their kids about for years to come. Here's another look.
I could watch highlights of that one all night long. One of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch.
Here is your winner, Corey.
Talk about having to dig down deep to pick up the win.
Michael, your pride definitely takes a hit.
And a huge thank you to everybody for spending part of their Christmas with us here at the WWE.
Alright, so Corey is going to pick up the victory. WITM members are going to be 2 for 2 for the night. Elias busted open earlier in the match, heavily bleeding. After fighting with Bobby Lashley a bit, Corey would take advantage of that injury.
Up for the prelims. Time for the main event. And we finally arrived at the highlight of the night. Bring on the steel cage match.
Lock in the crossface, and Elias would have no choice but to tap right away in order to avoid further injury to that very bloodied head. Corey did not pin the Intercontinental Champion Lashley, so it is not considered a non-title victory, but that will be good enough to keep Corey as the #1 contender to Lashley's Intercontinental title, as well as, of course, put another win in his win column, moving him up to 14, 18, and 1. Corey's roll and win streak is going to continue. And let's see what has transpired on Raw prior to that matchup. We had 2 title matches tonight, starting with a Raw Women's title match. Bayley defended the Raw Women's title against Ember Moon, and Bayley remains Raw Women's Champion. Then the Ascension defended their Raw Tag Team titles against Lucha House Party, and the Ascension won to remain Raw Tag Team Champions. And I should probably be writing this stuff down as I announce it, so just bear with me a moment. There we go. Dolph Ziggler defeated Zack Ryder. Nia Jax, accompanied by her friend Tamina, defeated Mickie James, accompanied by her friend Alexa Bliss. As we already witnessed in our first WITM match of the evening, the Universal Champion Dalton Roush defeated Finn Balor in non-title action. Corey in non-title action as well. He defeated Elias, Bobby Lashley, and Mojo Rawley with the no decision. And in the main event, Seth Rollins takes on Tyler Breeze in a steel cage. That's an unlikely matchup, but okay. And Seth Rollins predictably picks up the victory. And how does this all affect the rankings on Monday Night Raw? Let's find out. Starting with the Raw women. Bayley defeated Ember Moon to remain Raw Women's Champion. Bayley remains champion. Ember Moon falls to number 2. Nia Jax defeated Mickie James. Nia Jax moves up to number 7. James falls to number 7, so Jax moves up 2 spots to number 2. The Raw Women's Champion is Bayley. #1 contender, Ruby Riott. Number 2, Ember Moon. Number 3, Ronda Rousey. Number 4, Natalya. Number 5, Tamina. Number 6, Nia Jax. Number 7, Mickie James. Number 8, Sasha Banks. Number 9, Sarah Logan. Number 10, Dana Brooke. Number 11, Liv Morgan. And number 12, Alicia Fox. In the Raw Tag Team division, The Ascension defeated Lucha House Party to remain Raw Tag Team Champions. The Ascension remain champions. Lucha House Party falls to number 3. The Raw Tag Team Champions are the Ascension, number 1 contenders B Team, number 2 Authors of Pain, number 3 Lucha House Party, number 4 The Revival, and number 5 Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. In the Intercontinental title rankings, Dolph Ziggler defeated Zack Ryder. Ziggler remains at number 2 because Corey won as well. Ryder falls to number 12. Corey defeated Elias with no decision for Bobby Lashley and Mojo Rawley. Corey remains number 1 contender. Elias falls to number 8. Rawley moves up to number 7 with a no decision. And Lashley remains champion with a no decision. The Intercontinental Champion is Bobby Lashley, number 1 contender. Oh, sorry, we're not done. Seth Rollins defeated Tyler Breeze. Rollins was up to remains at number 3 because Ziggler and Corey won as well. Breeze falls to number 10. Now we can read off the standings. The Intercontinental Champion is Bobby Lashley, number 1 contender Corey, number 2 Dolph Ziggler, number 3 Seth Rollins, number 4 No Way Jose, number 5 Apollo Crews, number 6 Dean Ambrose, number 7 Mojo Rawley, number 8 Elias, number 9 Jinder Mahal, number 10 Tyler Breeze, number 11 Titus O'Neil, number 12 Zack Ryder, number 13 Kurt Hawkins. And in the Universal title rankings, we already know that Dalton Roush's next opponent for the Universal title will be the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble in about 5 weeks. But, well, of course, we'll do the rankings anyway. Dalton Roush defeated Finn Balor. Balor falls to number 3. The Universal Champion is Dalton Roush. Number 1 contender following Royal Rumble is Baron Corbin. Number 2, Drew McIntyre. Number 3, Finn Balor. And that does it for our Raw Rankings update. Now we move on to SmackDown Live. The Christmas Day edition of SmackDown Live. Will we have a Christmas Day episode that sees Gerald in action? We will not. Gerald is not in action on Christmas Day, so we unfortunately are not going to have a Christmas Day episode of WITM. So we will sim. The Usos and Rey Mysterio defeated the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, and Aiden English, and a 6-man tag. Mandy Rose defeated Asuka. Shelton Benjamin defeated R-Truth. That was a non-title match as Benjamin is U.S. champion. Naomi and Charlotte Flair defeated the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Daniel Bryan defeated Samoa Joe. And AJ Styles defeated The Miz in the main event. And how's that affect the rankings on SmackDown Live? Let's find out. Starting with the SmackDown women. Mandy Rose defeated Asuka. Mandy Rose was up to the number 1 contendership. Asuka falls to number 8. Naomi and Charlotte defeated Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, the Iconics. Naomi moves up to number 5. Charlotte remains champion. Billie Kay moves down to number 3, and Peyton Royce moves down to number 5. The SmackDown Women's Champion is Charlotte Flair, number 1 contender Mandy Rose, number 2 Carmella, number 3 Billie Kay, number 4 Naomi, number 5 Peyton Royce, number 6 Lana, number 7 Becky Lynch, number 8 Asuka, and number 9 Sonya Deville. In the SmackDown Tag Team Division, The Usos and Rey Mysterio defeated Gallows and Anderson and Aiden English. Usos remain SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Gallows and Anderson fall to number 3. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions are the Usos. Number 1 contenders, New Day. Number 2, Sanity. Number 3, Gallows and Anderson. Number 4, The Bar. And number 5, The Colognes. In the U.S. title rankings, the Usos and Rey Mysterio defeated Gallows and Anderson and Aiden English. Mysterio moves up to number 4. English falls to number 6. Shelton Benjamin defeated R-Truth. Shelton remains the champion. R-Truth remains at the bottom, number 9. The U.S. champion is Shelton Benjamin. Number 1 contender Rusev. Number 2 Jeff Hardy. Number 3 Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 4 Rey Mysterio. Number 5 Andrade Cien Almas. Number 6 Aiden English. Number 7 Gerald. Number 8 Mustafa Ali. Number 9 R-Truth. And in the WWE title rankings, Daniel Bryan defeats Samoa Joe. Bryan remains number 1 contender. Joe remains at the bottom, number 4. AJ Styles defeated The Miz. Styles remains champion, and Miz falls to number 3. The WWE champion is AJ Styles. Number 1 contender, Daniel Bryan. Number 2, Randy Orton. Number 3, The Miz. Number 4, Samoa Joe. Now we move on to 205 Live. NXT UK, which I keep forgetting is part of our card now. Probably because there's no WITM members on it. And we have yet another rankings update before we reveal our next WITM match. So let's do that. Gallus, represented by Wolfgang and Mark Coffey, defeats Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews. Mustache Mountain is defeated by the Grizzled Young Veterans, James Drake and Zach Gibson. Danny Burch defeated Dave Mastiff. Oops. And Pete Dunne defeated Joseph Connors in non-title action, as Dunne is UK champion. And how's that affect the rankings on NXT UK? Let's find out. Starting with the NXT UK women, who were not in action this week, so no change in their standings. The UK Women's Champion remains Rhea Ripley. Number 1 contender is Sladon. Number 2, Charlie Morgan. Number 3, Jenny. Number 4, Killer Kelly. Number 5, Millie McKenzie. Number 6, Dina Samuels. Number 7, Toni Storm. And number 8, Shea Brookside. In the UK Tag Team Division, we do not yet have champions because the first United Kingdom Tag Team Champions will be crowned at UK TakeOver Blackpool in January, but the number 1 contender, first we should probably update the rankings. Gallus defeated Webster and Andrews. Gallus remains number 1 contenders. Andrews and Webster fall to number 5. Grizzled Young Veterans defeated British Strong Style. Grizzled Young Vets remain at number 2 because Gallus won as well. British Strong Style falls to number 4. The number 1 contenders are Gallus. Number 2, Grizzled Young Veterans. Number 3, Williams and Jordan. Number 4, British Strong Style. And number 5, Andrews and Webster. In the UK division, Danny Burch defeated Dave Mastiff. Burch remains number 1 contender. Mastiff falls to number 3. Pete Dunne defeated Joseph Connors. Dunne remains UK champion. Connors falls to number 13. The UK champion is Pete Dunne. Number 1 contender, Danny Burch. Number 2, Ashton Smith. Number 3, Dave Mastiff. Number 4, Ligero. Number 5, Joe Coffey. Number 6, Fabian Eichner. Number 7, Noam Dar. Number 8, Jordan Devlin. Number 9, Mike Hitchman. Number 10, Sam Gradwell. Number 7, Saxon Huxley. Number 12, Eddie Dennis. Number 13, Joseph Connors. Number 14, Travis Banks. Now we move on to 205 Live, where we see the Cruiserweight Champion, Andrew Spudstrong, in action, accompanied by the rest of Team Livestrong Spudstrong, the Raw Women's Champion Bayley, and the 7-time Tour de France winner, Lance Armstrong. Andrew's going to be in tag team action, and again, though, it's a match that doesn't make sense, as they have Andrew teaming with 2 heels and 2 rivals of his, so I am going to have to make some edits off screen. So, not quite sure how I'm going to edit that, but Andrew will be in a tag team match of some sorts, we'll tell you that much. Exactly what type, I do not know. Could be a 2-on-2, could be a 3-on-3, could be a 4-on-4. I might just put Drew Gulak and Jack Gallagher and TJP and Mike Kanellis on one team in an 8-man tag, and then have Andrew, Akira Tozawa, and 2 other faces on the other side. I'll figure it out. But for now, that is going to do it for episode number 26 of WITM, our Christmas Eve episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single WITM stream or post. Check out the links in the description. First is the WITM website, where you can find out how to become a WITM member for absolutely free. Check out the WITM Twitter for all the latest WITM news, announcements, and updates. And until episode number 27, on Wednesday night, kicking things off with 205 Live with Andrew Spudstrong in some sort of tag team action. And then finishing things off on NXT with the NXT North American Champion Master in action. Until then, this is Corey, wishing all of you who celebrated a very Merry Christmas. Signing off.